if you're new here, hi, how's it going? And if you're coming back for more, then welcome back. Today I will be drawing my other references for Artfight. I know that Artfight had begun and I was going to have this up before Artfight began, but I was mostly focused on finishing my references on time before Artfight began. I did manage to finish, so yay me! Now before I begin, these characters are from a different story that I have come up with. It's still in development, but I hope you like them. Now without further ado, let's begin! Let's start off with Lilia. She is a fairy and she loves to collect unique things that she finds in the Magi Forest. She is a very friendly fairy to be around. She likes to be welcoming to everyone. I forgot to mention that the name of this story is Magi Freescape, so that's where the Magi in Forest, Magi Freescape comes from, you know, Magi Freescape, you know. I really enjoy her design, and I hope you do too. Now, I'll let you enjoy the rest of the drawing, and if you want, you can join in as well. That's if you want to. Or if you want, just sit back, relax, you know. I'm gonna just go now. I'll see you in a bit. so much, and the colors just complement her. I just love it. Now let's head on over to my next OC. Here is Yuli. She is a talking fox, and she is very friendly and calm, but she loves to go on adventures, especially with her friends. She likes to be there for her friends and just likes to make people not feel alone. I'm still trying my best to learn how to draw animals, but maybe soon I'll be able to do Yuli some justice. Like, I feel so bad for the way that I'm drawing her, but you know, I'll get there. I'll get there. Just practice. Just gotta practice. Yeah. Well, I'll let you get back to drawing, or whatever it is you could be doing. I'll be back in a bit. I think she turned out alright. And now, it's time for the last OC of the video. But before I start, I need to address something. You see, I started using Medibang recently when I first got my tablet because I heard it was similar to Fire Alpaca. And I enjoy Medibang and all its features. But one day, they just decided to betray me. How, you may ask? Well, let me show you. As you can see here, I'm drawing as usual, nothing out of the ordinary, everything was going well, until Medibang decided to kick me out of my drawing, and I was confused at first. I thought it was my fault for maybe pressing a wrong button, but luckily I had a backup save button, so I was able to continue as normal. But after a minute of drawing, it did it again. I started thinking, well, this is weird, why is it kicking me out? I kept starting my recording over and over and over again, and it just kept happening. And I was getting fed up until I looked up to see it needed an update. So I'm like, okay, I'm sorry for accusing you of messing with me. I should have taken care of you, so I got it updated. And I started trying from the beginning, and everything was going well. But then, it happens again. I was stunned, and I was getting very upset. I felt like I was going insane. And I tried again, and again, and again, and I had enough. I can't keep going on like this. Medibang has been messing with my feelings. I knew it was time for me to move on and look for someone else. We had good times together, but this has gone too far, Medibang. We are over. And so I immediately went to the App Store and downloaded the next best option, SpeedPaint. I kept hearing a lot of good things about them throughout the year, so I thought, why not? Let's give this new relationship a try. And so I downloaded SpeedPaint and I started learning how to use the app and all the tools they had, and I was skeptical about how well this is going to work out. But as I kept learning, I realized how amazing they are and how much better they were than my ex Medibang. I knew from that moment onwards that this is going to be a wonderful relationship. And to this day, we're growing closer than ever before. I learned to like SpeedPaint, and I've already forgotten about that other app that I don't even remember. So long story short, I'm Team SpeedPaint now. Phew. Sorry for the long explanation, but I just had to tell you the roller coaster that I went through just to put out this video and future videos that are coming up. That's how you know I am dedicated. Now let's get back to our regularly scheduled program. Here is the final OC for today. His name is Aaron, and he is an elf. He loves having fun and likes causing some mischief every now and then with his friends. He likes to make people laugh and just have a good time in general. Now, you know the drill. I'll be right back. Enjoy your stay. last but not least, here is Aaron. He looks amazing, and I'm really proud of his upgraded design, especially the leaves. And that's all of my drawings for part 1. Yes, it's part 1 because I drew a lot of references, and I wasn't sure if you guys wanted a longer video, but I hope you enjoyed this one. All these lovely characters will be in my Artfight account, so go check them out. I have been enjoying Artfight so far, and I'm truly thankful for all the wonderful attacks I have received. They're all amazing, and I treasure every single one of them. I also have a TikTok account, and I've been posting all my attacks there, so go check them out. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope to see you next time. Bye-bye!